It's pretty surprising that in 2021, both of these keyboards are still one of the best portable Bluetooth keyboards on the go. They have both been around for quite a number of years. In this video, I'll be comparing both of them, showing you a demo of how well they type, and letting you know why I prefer this Nulaxy KM12 over the Logitech K380. Timestamps are in the description down below. Hey everyone, welcome to another Sky Perspective video. I've used the Logitech K380 since 1 year ago, and this Nulaxy KM12 keyboard since 2019. In fact, this is my second Nulaxy KM12 keyboard. Yes, I bought a second one after making a mistake of selling the first one. It's that good. Okay, let's jump straight into comparing their features, starting with the connectivity. Both these keyboards have great stable Bluetooth connection, and note that they can only be connected via Bluetooth. Their Bluetooth pairing process is pretty easy and standard too. After pairing, every time I switch off and on again, both these keyboards re-establish connections in less than 2 seconds, which is quite impressive. Look at my tablet Bluetooth settings connection as I flick on and off the switch on both the keyboards. It shows us how fast the connection is established after we flick the switch on. The K380 seems to be slightly faster. Now, the difference between these two keyboards in terms of connectivity is that the Logitech K380 can connect to multiple devices and hot switch between them, while the Nulaxy KM12 can only connect to one device. So, for Logitech K380, I can type on my tablet, switch over to my phone to reply a message, and switch back to my tablet and continue typing, simply using these device switch buttons. And as for Nulaxy KM12, it's designed to connect to only one device. Don't be mistaken by these 3 buttons. These 3 buttons are for us to tell the keyboard which type of device it's connecting to. It's like setting the mode of the keyboard. Okay, up next is weight. Why it's important to talk about weight is because we are carrying our portable keyboard around all the time. You can't feel the weight of these keyboards over the YouTube video, but what I can tell you is the weight of this Logitech keyboard with a budgie bird on top of it is definitely heavy. Well, sorry for the interruption. By the way, this is Cookie, our budgie bird. He's just having his free time at the moment. Anyway, let's try again. You can't feel the weight of this keyboard over this YouTube video, but what I can tell you is that I can feel the weight difference between the two, especially when I carry them in my Alpaca Bravo X sling bag. And the Logitech is a lot bulkier too. Comparatively, the Nulaxy seems to just disappear into the bag because it's so thin. The Logitech K380 is quite heavy at 418 grams. These weight include 2 AAA batteries, which we have to obviously carry along if we want to use this keyboard. The Nulaxy KM12, on the other hand, is 76 grams lighter, weighing at 342 grams. And the majority of the weight is actually from the cover, which is surprisingly heavier than the keyboard itself. In fact, if you lose the cover and only bring along the Nulaxy keyboard in your bag, it weighs only 165 grams. And this weight includes its built-in rechargeable battery, which is really impressive. Now, speaking of rechargeable battery, both these keyboards have a very good battery life, which we don't really need to care about. The Logitech K380 claims 2 years of battery life, but I had to change its battery at about the 10 months mark. I have to say, previously I'm using normal everyday battery though, not alkali battery, so maybe that makes a difference. This time round, I'm using Energizer alkali battery, so hopefully it lasts more than 10 months. Now, with the Nulaxy KM12, it has a built-in battery which we can charge using the micro USB charging port. I use this keyboard every 1 to 2 days, and I only have to charge it like every 6 months. It might not last as long as the Logitech K380, but it's good enough for me. Next, let's talk about portability and size. Actually, I don't think I need to talk much about it. I'll just let you see for yourself. The Nulaxy keyboard in the size department easily crushed Logitech K380 like anything. Not only is much smaller in size, just look at how razor thin this keyboard is. The thickest part of this keyboard is only 0.5 centimeters. This might easily be the thinnest keyboard on the market. If you know any other thinner keyboard, let us know in the comments down below. Now this is the best part about this Nulaxy keyboard. With the new model, we can get the Nulaxy KM12 keyboard with backlit keys, which have 5 different lighting colors and 3 levels of brightness adjustments. How good is that? The model I have is an old model that doesn't have any backlit keys. Now, while we are on the topic of keys, let's take a look at the different types of keys available. Logitech won this round because it has dedicated Android keys like the home, back, menu, and application switch keys. And yes, the K380 even has a dedicated screenshot key which we can use to take a screenshot. Many of you, my dear helpful viewers, have shared this information with me in my last video comments section. Thank you so much, because I actually overlooked this when I made my previous video. And as for the Nulaxy KM12 keyboard, it does have some Android keys like the home and the search keys, but that's about it. Not as comprehensive as the Logitech K380. Now this might be different with the new version of this Nulaxy keyboard. Remember to check them out before you buy. The small win that Nulaxy has in this keys department is that it has the home and page up and page down buttons, and there is also a cap locks light on the Nulaxy keyboard, which Logitech K380 does not appear to have. Okay, while we are on the topic of keys, let's jump straight into the typing demo. Even though the Nulaxy keyboard is a lot smaller, that doesn't mean my typing speed will get any slower. Let's take a quick look. So yes, even though the Nulaxy keyboard is a lot smaller, I can still type quite fast because the magnetic cover adds a lot of stability to the Nulaxy keyboard. It needed this stability because the KM12 does not have the non-slip studs at the bottom of the keyboard like the Logitech K380. We can use it without its cover, but it's too light and may slide around on a smooth tabletop. I would recommend using the Nulaxy KM12 with its case cover because the magnetic case cover is one of its unique features. Look at how it magnetically folds and turns into a tablet stand. The Logitech K380 does not have this at all. Now, with durability, Logitech clearly wins this one. Logitech is well known for its good quality keyboard and mice, and this is the same with its K380. However, gamers out there might want to know that the flat keys design of the K380 might not be suitable for gaming. With repeated use of the space key in order to jump in Minecraft, this space key is starting to squeak a little bit. Let's have a listen. It still works though, just a little bit annoying. The Logitech K380 definitely feels a lot more durable, and the Nulaxy feels like an ice cream wafer biscuit, because it's literally wafer thin. No, I'm not Zach from Jerry Rig Everything, and no, I'm not gonna break my own keyboard. But you kind of get the idea. Yep, they are both my own keyboards which I bought using my own money. And this video is not paid or sponsored in any way. On my channel, I try to bring you my honest opinion using the tech gear I bought for myself as much as possible. By the looks of how you see this video is going, I think you already knew I favor the Nulaxy KM12 keyboard a lot more than the Logitech K380. I can easily sacrifice the multi-device connection and the dedicated Android keys for all this advantage that the Nulaxy KM12 keyboards provides. The Nulaxy KM12 is so thin and so portable. Perhaps it might not be as durable, but so far it hasn't failed me even with my rough handling over the last 2 to 3 years. Oh, did I mention that this Nulaxy KM12 is only half the price of the Logitech K380? It's a shame that when I compare the Logitech K380 and the Logitech K780 in my previous video, I actually prefer the K780, and in this video, I chose the Nulaxy KM12 over the Logitech K380 as well. No, I don't think the Logitech K380 is a bad keyboard at all. If anything, it's one of the better keyboards compared to the other more flimsy portable keyboards. And yes, I still recommend the Logitech K380 to anyone who likes the look and its features and its reliability. Well, everyone have different tastes and different needs, I suppose. For me, it's just that for both my desktop keyboard and portable keyboard use cases, this Logitech K380 is both a little bit too small for my desk and a little bit too big and heavy to be portable. It kind of missed the mark in both cases. If you haven't watched my other video comparing this Logitech K380 with my other Logitech K780 keyboard, the link should be appearing on the screen right now. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care and look after yourself, everyone. Bye.